All right, we back in. Okay, so now I had to get my bag of thermal paste remover and cleaner and oh shit, I forgot I had this thermal paste. I gotta get some more Thermal Grizzly though. That's like the creme de la creme now. Oh, you could go with I got a big ass tube of MX4. MX4 is still reliable, even though they got MX6, but MX4, you can't go wrong with MX4. But Thermal Grizzly is real. Yeah, I will say Thermal Grizzly is really good. I didn't go based on the reviews, even though it got like really high reviews. I had one of my other coworkers who I fixed his upgrade for him, right? He got some Thermal Grizzly from Micro Center, and he just let me keep it because after I did all the upgrades, he didn't have a use for it. So yeah, so I used that for tons of builds and upgrades. Yeah, that Thermal Grizzly, it is the truth, but I'm still an MX guy by heart, so I'm gonna get it. Oh, matter of fact, I do want to try the Yeaster paste. One of my favorite computer content people, Mr. Yeaster. He got his own thermal paste, so I hope his is on par with MX6 and Thermal Grizzly. I'm gonna buy it just for the support, but I'm gonna fuck with it. All right, so let's go. Put that right there real quick. Oh yeah, the worst thermal paste to me, the worst thermal paste. All right, I'll repeat again, the worst thermal paste. It's Arctic Silver 5. Shit is trash. Everybody, cause back in the Xbox 360 days when 360s used to get the red rings, and that's like, oh yeah, change the thermal paste. Yeah, everybody would say Arctic Silver. That shit it bleeds. Like when I say, you see how this thermal compound is even though it's old, it stayed centered. Like it stayed centered. It's like still on the chip and it didn't spread to the outsides. Well, that's because of the heat conductivity. You want your thermal paste to be like that. You don't want it all to bleed to the edges of the chip, because then potentially when you're taking that chip out and shit, it can seep to under like the sides and shit. Arctic Silver 5, worst thermal paste ever. This is what you want. This is the level of conductivity you want. You want it to be centered and not bleed to the edges of your chip. All right, we back in. Let's put a couple of dabs of this. Everybody be like, and then you got a lot of cats just say use 90% isopropyl alcohol. I prefer to do it the correct way. I prefer that. Either what's this called? Either the Tunic TR1 or Arctic this right here. See, this is the RT-Clean. See, this is the purifier, though. This is what you put after you put some of that on to clean it off. This is the purifier. But RT-Clean also makes the joint that removes it, too. It smells really citrusy, like lemon and oranges and shit. That stuff is pretty good. So, either RT-Clean, both products, the RT-Clean and the remover and the purifier, or because the remover is kind of the remover is like not hard to find, but you got to get it as a bundle. Like they won't sell it separate. You have to get the remover and the purifier. So if you can't find the remover, you'll almost always find the purifier. But if you can't find the remover, you get this. This is a good substitute. It's called Tunic TR1 Thermal Material Remover. There you go. All right. So now I have a cloth so I can clean off the excess thermal compound. Now, I don't have to purify it because I'm throwing this chip in the garbage, so it doesn't matter. All right. Okay. Give it some elbow grease. All right. Yay, Intel. All right, sometimes that happens. So you see, you don't want it, the eased up thermal material to get inside of there. So give it a big blow. Pause. No, pause. So you give it a big gust of wind, and you're Gucci. All right, and you know if you got a little access on the side right there, your little paintbrush. And then you give it a nice, careful grab. Bam! You Gucci. You out of there. See? Boom. Now, where is... Now, we put in the i5. Yes. I should have went with the i7, but no offense, it'll be wasted on my nephew. Well, my older nephew. He's not a techie, so he wouldn't appreciate the i7. Not appreciate it, but it would have been a waste of money. Now we got the i5. We carefully place that in there. All right, and also, matter of fact, hold on, give me a second. Let me at least purify it. All right, so we're gonna purify real quick. Okay. All right. All right. All right. That's great. Just All right. All right, we're almost purified. Well, we are purified, but we just wiping it in there. All right. All right, chip has been properly purified. All right, we are Gucci. So we slide that on in there. All right, we in there. We are upgraded to an i5. Yeah, let's not be lazy. Let's use some MX4. All right, give me a sec. And of course, you clean the excess thermal compound off of the cooler. Of course, that should be common sense, but you'll be shocked how uncommon common sense actually is. So we're gonna give it a little pea size amount. Now you could do the X and all that, but yeah, that should be enough. And then, you know, splat blab it. Okay. Yeah, because that's about enough. Because the heat is going to spread. The heat, when the computer cuts on, is going to spread it. Okay. Now we clean that. Yes, indeed. Okay. Use some Tunic TR1. This is how you know this stuff is high quality, because the moment it touches it, it already starts to lift the thermal compound. Or how do you say the thermal material? Yeah. All right. And it's dusty and dirty, so I'm going to fully give it a clean. Not to the level of the homie watering PSUs, though, because that would require me going outside and using water. I'm trying to get this done a little quick like, so I'm going to clean it while inside, while indoors. Okay? So, you know, you let it do its thing, and then it's going to wipe clean. Now remember, this compound, this has never been changed, so it's probably going to take a couple of wipes. And then you gotta use a little elbow grease to get the edge. And once you do, Gucci. Now, if I have to tell you what elbow grease is, then, you know, you're too young. It came right off, but this was the stock compound, so it's never been changed. But again, it's not a gripe. It's because if I didn't get it like this, you guys wouldn't get cool content like this. Okay. Now we're going to give it another pass. Now it's imperative that you let the compound remover sit, do its thing, you know, loosen up that thermal material. Oh, but while we're here, you can put the ram sticks in. So, bop, bop. I think it goes that way. So, wait, make sure. And you use both hands for security. And when you hear the click, that means you're good. Bop. Okay, we in there. Now one more. All right. We in there. Okay, the gym been paying off. Well, the gym been paying off, but You know, you don't have to, lifting isn't necessary for inserting computer components. All right, so boom. All right, so let's take a look at that. You see, it's already, I think it's been doing its thing. And whatever's excess, you just scrape it off with like a flathead screwdriver or something. Because the excess is, remember, this hasn't been changed, never. So, okay. Some good old elbow grease. Scrape that off. All right, yo, well, we in there. Right, we in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We in there. We have entered the club. We have passed all the security protocols. We about to party. All right, so at least I think I have a scrapey tool. Let's see what's in the bag. Got screws. We got this. So that's on there. Yeah, they'll have to loosen it up. All right, now give it one more pass of the tunics. I actually have some. I actually have some alcohol. That shit is over there somewhere. All right. So you let that do what it does. All right. So while we wait for that, let's get the SSD prepared. All right. BRB.